Why Jane Austen by Crystal Police. You may be asking why Jane Austen's works of literature have to be studied. How did they become great works of literature? What do they have to do with me now? Although I cannot tell you what gets some works of literature into the canon, I can explain how Jane Austen's works are still alive in our society today. You're complaining that she's boring and her novels have no place in our modern society. Well, you're wrong. Her novels are the inspirations for movies and novels today. Have you ever heard of Kate Winslet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Hugh Grant, Anne Hathaway, Alicia Silverstone, Renee Zellweger, Alan Rickman, Keira Knightley, Emily Blunt? All these actors have played characters either directly from an Austen novel or based off an Austen novel. How many of you have seen Bridget Jones' Diary? Good movie, huh? It's based off of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. It even has Colin Firth, the guy who played Fitzwilliam Darcy in the BBC version of Pride and Prejudice. Remember? He plays Mark Darcy in Bridget Jones' Diary. Darcy to Darcy. Ever seen Clueless? Thought that had nothing to do with Austen? As if! It's based off of Jane Austen's novel Emma, about a conspiring young woman from a wealthy family who wants to play matchmaker to those people less fortunate than her. She ends up falling for the older guy who has always acted like her conscience or older stepbrother. Ring a bell? And Austen doesn't just permeate the silver screen. Her novels have inspired sequels and prequels to the books she has written, and books using Austen herself as a main character. In the book Jane Bites Back by Michael Thomas Ford, Jane Austen is portrayed as still alive in our modern world. She owns a small bookstore, and the reason she still lives is an oh-so-popular reason these days. She's a vampire! Publishers and writers have even marketed such works as Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters. There's even a prequel called Dawn of the Dreadfuls to Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, in which the author copies Austen's writing style to make the work seem more authentic. These works are straight from Jane Austen, with either zombies or sea monsters interspersed throughout the text, a ploy to draw in both young readers and male readers. Honestly, who doesn't love a good zombie book? Brains! The first line in the classic Pride and Prejudice, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife," is replaced with, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a zombie in possession of brains must be in want of more brains." Mimicry is the best form of flattery, and these writers have taken mimicry to a whole new level. So the next time you complain about having to read a Jane Austen novel and ask the question why they're so important, think of three things: Clueless, Colin Firth, and zombies. Brains!